Oh, Jesus. Oh.
I hope you're ready for some madness, because honestly, you've never seen a quad like this, and I can't wait to take it out and rip it around. Let's do it. Hey, Stu here from UAVfutures, and today, well, it's the big one. It's the one you guys kept asking for. Stuart, MERICA review, and that's exactly what we're doing. This is the part 2 review of Catalyst Machine Works MERICA Quad. If you haven't seen part 1, go and check that link out up here, and honestly, I was so impressed. Not only does it have amazing components, this thing is a top-notch premium FPV racer, and it's got some amazing design choices in here. The way that it goes together, what they've done with the frame is just really clever, and I gave it a 10 out of 10 in terms of its design. Anyway, enough rambling here in the studio. What we're going to do, let's jump out to the field. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a GoPro on there or not, because look, it's not really designed to do that. You can, but I'm not sure if we're going to, so stay tuned. I don't even know if we're going to, but we're going to take it out to the field, rip it around, show you some DVR, hand it over to Grumpy Trev, see what his flight impressions are, and then we'll also get Crash Test Cal there with Speed Gun Sally and see just how many miles per hour it can go. So drop those comments down below. How fast do you think this thing is going to go on a 4S? And let's waste no time and cut out to the field in 3, 2, 1.
God, it feels amazing. That's number one. I can tell just by watching it.
Rightio, out here in the field, you guys are in for a bit of a treat, because what we're going to do, we're going to rip it around with the MERICA. We're going to show you guys some DVR. That's a noisy bird in the background. Show you guys some DVR, and you're also going to get Crash Test Cal behind the shield. We're going to hit it with the Speed Gun Sally and see just how fast this thing's going to go. All right, let's show you some DVR. Alrighty, so we're jumping straight into the flight footage, because we've got a bit to show you, because I do strap a GoPro on and even some acro stuff, surprise, surprise. But this is the MERICA ripping around, and honestly, look at it just punching up into the air. I've never felt so in control. Now, this is one of the first maiden flights, and watch how I sort of start to get used to it turning. It absolutely just punches along. It is so like responsive, and it just really hooks in. Like the way it comes around these trees right here, just sort of throws itself in, not holding anything back, and it just grips the air. It's absolutely insane. So this is just a flat out insanity, pure racer. And look, I didn't think it was going to be carrying a GoPro as well as it actually did, because in a moment we're going to jump over and I guess put it through its standard pace where, you know, most of my race quads, I strap a GoPro to them and then we rip them around the UAVfutures test track. So this is the MERICA. Imagine like this GoPro footage, it's even quicker when it doesn't have this GoPro, and on top of that, this thing was rocking a huge battery, like one of those 1500 milliamp hour graphenes from like Hobby King, those Turnigy graphenes. So this is it with a huge battery and a GoPro, and for a racer, I'm absolutely blown away. Really, really impressed. I mean, look at that control. I've never had a quad that flies quite like this one. We've had some close, and it's so exciting how much things are getting better and better. The Devil of that quad was, the Devil was felt a little bit quicker, but this thing, it might be a little bit slower, and by that I just mean by a few miles per hour, not very much, within 10% or so, but the control you have of this thing, I've never seen it rip around this track so much. The proof is in the pudding. This thing is just coasting around, and it makes it look effortless, and to be honest, it actually felt effortless. Like I felt so confident that I could push this thing really, really fast, or faster than what I'm used to. It was an absolute joy to fly. Now, one of the big things, I definitely think what they're doing there with the clean air in the back props, it's absolutely amazing. It's really stable, really nimble, I think, and the way it turns and it just hooks in, it's really hard to describe. And I know Cal struggles to describe it a little bit when we're sort of interviewing him when he's flying it as well. But it's on like a whole different world. This is definitely such an amazing drone. I know it's expensive, but honestly, I think for those people out there who want an incredible race drone, and look, I've never ripped around this track quite as well as I have with this thing. This thing was an absolute pleasure, and I'm so impressed how well it rocks a GoPro. And on top of that, everything in there seems really, really robust as well, because I've been smashing this thing so much. I've probably put like 40 batteries through it by now, and I am absolutely in love. Now look, you guys be the judge. What did you think of this footage when I'm flying around? How did it seem when I was on the track? Because that's where the proof is in the pudding. That's the best way I can show you, and this thing, it was really, really a dream to fly. Now I've tacked on this other footage as well, and look, it is more taxing on your batteries, but one part I wanted to show you, coming up here, this little bit right here, left and then a right, the way it hooks into that turn, it's very hard to explain that unless you're actually flying it, but this thing, it just hooks into the turns, and look, I've just got to take my hat off to Catalyst Machine Works. This MERICA quad, jokes aside, whatever you think about the name, all that sort of stuff, this thing is absolutely crazy.
Now look, usually I don't talk so much about a quad. I don't show you so much flight footage. It's usually just a few laps around the test track. But this thing, I felt like I wasn't doing it justice unless, because this thing carried a GoPro on it as well, I thought this is going to make a great acro quad as well. Because look, I know there's some debate about what's acro, what's a race frame, and this thing, it absolutely rips the GoPro, and you can get some gorgeous footage with this thing as well. So I do expect a lot of acro pilots to be picking up one of these MERICAs as well, because it's just got so much speed, so much power, and it's just so stable in the air. Anyway, what we should do, let's hand it over to Crash Test Cal, and then a bit later in the video, we'll give it over to Grumpy Trev.
This thing, absolutely ridiculous. It's totally insane. What we're going to do, let's hand it over to Crash Test Cal, see what he thinks as well, and let him rip it around. All right? So I guess before you fly it, what do you think, Cal, of the MERICA?
I think it's incredible. Everything is well thought out in this frame. Everything, even from camera protection to antennas, placements, just so light. It looks like it's incredibly good quality carbon.
How did it look when I was flying around in the air? What did you reckon?
It looked incredible. It looked like an absolute demon. It was just almost at 90 degree the whole time. And
I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it too much. I want you to experience it for yourself. So what we should do, let's strap you down, put the goggles on, and give it a rip.
all right, wish me luck.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
You can't start swearing too, otherwise I'll have to bleep you out as well.
All right. Oh, wow, this is incredible, Stu. And what I mean by incredible, I mean this is doing everything I'm asking of it. It is so locked in. I know that's a term that we use too often, but this is locked in. Wow, it needs no adjustment of the PIDs or whatsoever. This is incredible. And it is fast, guys. It's fast and nimble. It's almost as nimble as a 3-inch or a 4-inch, but got the power. Oh boy, this is impressive. This is the best quad I've ever flown. I know I've been saying that too much lately, Stu, but...
Well, you said that about the Avant. So you actually went out and you bought an Avant as well.
I did, and it was an incredible, and is an incredible quad. But this thing, this is just, I don't know how to describe the difference between them. This seems as quick, as agile, but just slightly better. I can't put my finger on it, what it is, but it's just doing everything that I'm asking. It is so smooth. And I tell you what, I reckon this could really rip around the track. And I think you're going to get lap times like you've never seen before, Stu. I'm getting one. It's that simple.
Even though, like, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting a frame for sure. It's a really top quality frame. The way they've designed it too, the arms are slightly staggered, so you've got a bit more cleaner air.
Do you reckon you can feel that? Does it feel smooth and clean?
Well, there's got to be something to account for this precision that I'm getting right now, and that's about the only variable I can put my finger on that might be it. I'll give it 10 out of 10.
Okay.
It just seems to be the perfect combination of parts. They've really put some work and time into this, there's no doubt about it. Guys, I don't think you can go wrong with this at all. I think people will be winning races with this quad.
What do you think Trevor's going to say about it?
I think it'll blow his mind. It might be a bit quick for old Trev. But,
for old Trev. Calvin said that, not me. Anyway, all right, I'm going to let you finish that pack because I can't wait to rip this thing around some more.
No worries.
Getting sketchy. What was that, turning your fan on?
Turning my fan on, yeah. All it's right. A bit humid today.
No worries. Thanks, Cal. What do you reckon?
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. You can even make it lighter. You can take off these front and back bars and make it a little lighter too, but why you'd want to do that, I don't know. The way they've designed this pod to incorporate some of the electronics is well, that's the first time I've seen that. A really well thought out frame. I take my hat off to you, Catalyst. You've done a really great job.
All right, Cal, what do you reckon? On a 4S, the MERICA, without the GoPro pod, how fast do you think this is going to go?
I think it's going to rip. I think it's going to do over 100 mile an hour.
All right, I'm going to say 101. 101. All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, boys, you're in for a treat here. This is the most incredible racing quad I've ever seen. Wait a minute, Stu. I don't have the camera. I'm not carrying the camera.
It's on your head.
Oh, I'm used to, sorry. All right, forget it. Whenever you're ready, mate. 96. 97. 97 mile an hour. Too fast. 91. 96. 91 mile an hour.
Rightio, out here in the field another week, finally, because we got Grumpy Trev's back in the house. So we're going to be handing over the MERICA to him, seeing what he thinks, and then getting him to fly it around. All right, Trevor, where were you last week too, by the way? Cal and I were all waiting. What happened?
I was away, you missed me, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I was away on a very important mission, which will be disclosed one day.
Okay, all right, anyway, let's get on with this. This is from Catalyst Machine Works. You haven't heard what Cal and I have said about it, so this is the MERICA frame. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I love this little pod thing. So it looks pretty nice, and it's different. I love the little step up there for the motors. It's going to be hard to break. Not even I could break this. Good protection for the camera.
We've changed it up too. We've put the GoPro pod mount on here, but you're not going to be carrying a GoPro anyway. You just be racing it like that.
Oh, so I can't lose a GoPro and a quad.
No.
Yeah. All right. Let's
put a battery on
and get going.
All right, let's do it. All right, Trev, ready to rock and roll?
Yeah. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's quick. Oh, it is nice and quick, responsive. It's fast. Geez, I tell you what, I don't mind this at all. Very responsive, no oscillations, very stable, good VTX. It's got a decent OSD in it, which is good. Oh, yes. Tell you what, this is surprising me. I'm surprised how they're just getting better at it. That's really nice. Oh, what? I think I got a new favourite quad. I had a favourite quad the last review we did on I think it was the Devil.
Yep.
I reckon this is a bit better.
That's exactly what Cal said.
Unless you've flown a fast quad, it's hard to explain how hard they are to, well, some of them, the very first ones, how hard they were to control. But this is just effortless. I really like this. It's just so responsive. This is great. I really like this. Yeah, bloody hell. Like, it's really going where I want it to go. At speed. Oh yeah, this is really, really nice.
Is it smooth?
It's smooth. It's really nice. It's so locked in, it's not funny. This is bull.
Oh, I swear I haven't told Trevor about what Calvin said about this thing. So it's really interesting. They're both saying the same part about how smooth, and they both use that term, locked in. Yeah, look, this is giving me goosebumps flying this. It's really nice. This is the best quad I've flown. Without a doubt. This is f***ing great. Bloody hell. Okay, so give it a Grumpy Trev rating out of 10 in terms of performance.
This is absolute 10. No ifs or buts.
Yep, so do you think that this is like the current best performing racer on the market?
Oh yeah, this is so good. Oops.
Oh, you just smashed a tree, Trevor. What have you done?
I hit a ghost branch. That was
ghost branch, ghost tree.
No, it was just a little ghost branch.
Right, so we'll go check it out. But what do you reckon about what about in terms of value? Because it's pretty expensive. It's about $500.
Getting something this good, look, value is probably. Yeah, I don't like paying a lot of money for a quad, but how well this performed. Look, it's probably up 8.5.
Gee, okay.
You know,
all right. So you're happy to pay that much money if you get this performance?
Yeah, I have, absolutely. That is best one I've flown. Absolutely, that's brilliant.
All right.
That was absolutely shit hot.
All right, let's go see what you've done.
Okay. Well, they're hard to see.
All right, so here's Trevor's ghost branch. So a pretty substantial sort of thing, and his quad's over here. So I hope it's all right. Alrighty, what's the damage? Please don't be broken, because I want to fly this more.
Oh, it's not even a scratch on it, look at that.
We've got a broken prop.
No, that disintegrated, that was going that fast. Where's it broken?
The prop.
Where? Looks like to me, still got one there.
Get out, I was worried about the quad. Alright, so sum this up, sum up the Catalyst Machine Works MERICA.
Well, I've got to say, it's nice and light, it's nice and fast, and it's f***ing great.
Okay, alright, we're going to cut it there for no more bleeping. Alright, thanks Trev.
Alrighty, so there it is. There's my part 2 review of the Catalyst Machine Works MERICA. We finally got there. You know, there was a few weeks between filming, so by the time we took it out, ripped it around, showed it to Cal, showed it to Trev, and this thing is an absolute dream. And something that I didn't notice until I was editing this video was like, Cal said how much it felt so locked in, how it was one of the best quads he'd ever, I think he said, the best quad he'd ever flown. And then when we handed it over to Grumpy Trev, he also said the same things, and they were completely independent from each other, and they sort of hadn't met up yet to talk about it. So look, I really take my hat off to Catalyst Machine Works. This thing, it's an absolute beast. It rocks a GoPro far better than I thought it would, and it was just so effortless to fly around. So I know I'm going to be using this a lot in the future. Now, a lot of people are going to say, Stuart, it was just the other day today when you did the Devil review, which is this bad boy right here, and I said some very similar things about that. That thing was super fast, super easy to control, and that thing went 110 miles per hour, where this one clocked at 97 miles per hour. So look, overall, that one is about 10% faster, but I think something is going on with the clean air in this one. I don't need that 10% speed. I need, like, it wasn't even the stability. It's just really hard to explain. It was just doing exactly what I wanted it to do. I've never had so much confidence, and flying has just never felt so easy as when I've been flying around here. That's probably the best way to describe it. It felt really, really easy. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Definitely subscribe for more FPV related content. Drop some comments down below. What do you think about the MERICA? I think I'll leave some links for some bind and flies, maybe just the frame itself. Go check it out because it is definitely a wonderful piece of kit and definitely one of the best drones of 2017. Super impressed. Anyway, happy flying.
Oh, this is like 10% throttle.
Holy shit.
This has got, I'm not using any throttle at all.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, I'm getting a...
Oh God, this is beautiful.
I can hardly keep up. Woo. Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Into the moon.
God, it feels amazing.
That's number one. I can tell just by watching it. Oh my God, I can't wait to see what lap times you're going to get with this thing. Oh. No worries. I reckon you got to get this video out.
Hang on, stay, wait.
You're in two. Oh! Don't wreck it. Where is it?
Well, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
Where the did it just go?
how's it look in the air?
That looks insane, mate.
Like just,
It sounded smooth, it's quick. You're for 90 degrees most of the time.
it's so controllable. Like the way, here it is. The way I was ripping it around, like some of these turns and stuff, God, it's nice. I'm flying this the rest of the day. God. That was unbelievable. We're flying all day. I'm gonna get this very quick. Oh, Jesus.
That's special, man.
Yeah.
That's very special.